Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. So today we are
Waalaikumsalam.
from
Salam.
LAX2047 Group 30, which is Poetic Society, and we in our group discussion, the first meeting, right?
Five.
Yes,
Yes.
the fifth.
Okay,
Fifth
so
The
video.
fifth one.
we are
Five.
we are in our five.
Yes, five.
So we are in
Group
our
discussion.
fifth meeting, group discussion, and today we would like to present about the environment. So
Climate
first,
change.
let me introduce the climate change. I'm sorry. So I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad bin Rashid, and my metric number is 197348.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Muhammad Nasir. My metric number is 196042.
Hello. My name is Israf Nazbin bin Ismail, and my metric number is 198503.
Okay, hi
Okay, hello
everyone.
everyone.
Okay,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Ali Syahir bin Zakaria with the metric number of 1988.
Okay, hello and hi everyone. So my name is Muhammad Mirza Danish bin Faizal and my metric number is 198691.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Al Faiz. My metric number 195879.
Yes, Muhammad, can you continue?
So as we can see here, our discussion today, Danish Shahir will lead about the power on the climate change. So basically, I would like to explain about the climate change. So climate change is relatable to the environment. So we need to take care of our environment. So as we can see here, there is like rising temperature. This is because of the way we treat the environment. So the way we treat the environment will lead to how climate change affected, such as the rising temperature because of maybe the destroy of the tree in hills and so on. So maybe Danish here will recite the poem so that we can extract some information, good information in the poem. So okay, Danish here, please.
Okay,
I will pass the presentation to.
the title for this today poem is The Changing Age. Okay, so we'll start with wizarding this.
Okay, so today my team that consists of me, Danish Yahya and Al Faiz. So we are going to recite our poem about climate change. So please pay your attention and mute your mic. I will recite the poem. Earth is a beautiful place, a place we live every day. We should have the grace to make sure it doesn't go away. Climate change is a problem we face and it's something we should not forget. Our world is changing in a fast pace and a solution to this we have to get. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Endangered species are becoming extinct. Temperatures are rising every day. Rivers are becoming these desert valleys. But this should not lead us into dismay.
Okay, so I will continue. The ice caps are melting down, causing sea levels to get higher. Precipitation patterns are changing and it's making the deserts drier. God gave us this sacred place and we cannot take it for granted. One day, we will run out of space and the earth we know will cease to exist. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Wow, what a good presentation from you guys.
Thank you. Thank you,
Such
Ishraf.
a such
Thank you,
a
thank you.
uh wonderful poem.
Wonderful,
That
tremendous, amazing.
yes, that
Okay, okay.
the title of the changing earth. Basically, from my own perspective, I really attract with the first stanza, which is Earth is a beautiful place, a place we live every day. We should have the grace to make sure it doesn't go away. That say we need to appreciate what we have right now about the earth and yeah, about the environment and all. So that's from my perspective, my point of view. Maybe someone to add something.
I would like to add lah, because like Ishraf said, God give us something that we need to care about. So let me describe about one thing lah. So eventually, if there is someone give us a present, so we should treat it with care. I mean, like we should be grateful to what
Yes,
the item has been given, the present that been given to us. We should treat it with care. So
appreciate.
it like the God give us the earth to protect, to give us some blessing. Like we know that we can consume oxygen from the air, from the mother nature that been produced by the trees. But we cut down the trees. Why we cut down the trees? Yeah, we treat like we doesn't bless, we doesn't being grateful to our Lord. So I think it's some kind of problem lah, because we can see here when we cut down the trees, we chop down the trees, we raise the temperature of the earth, then the sea level will rise, and it will eventually lead to the disaster, maybe some tsunamis or maybe some flood. Yeah, so it is one way for the God to remind us about we should be glad, we should be grateful for what has been given to us. Yeah, that is my from my own horizon.
For me, I agree with Ahmad because people keep greedy. They want more money, like they are going to do a lot of activities and burn without
Permission.
follow the procedure.
Yeah.
So this will affect our earth, and the climate will change. And if not mistaken, last month or 2 months ago, the iceberg from the Antarctica has split into two. The size of iceberg is like Chicago. You know Chicago? It's
Chicago.
quite big, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if
it's a
this
country.
if this temperature keep rising, it will melt more ice, and it will rise the sea level water, and this earth will flood. Uh, so this will very dangerous for our earth. So I think that's my opinion. Anyone want
Uh,
to add
yes, maybe
something?
can I add something? As
Yes.
we can see from the third stanza, which is uh, en- endangered species are becoming extinct, temperatures are rising every day, rivers are becoming deserts valley, but this shouldn't lead us into the dismay. Like we can highlight for the temperatures are rising every day. Maybe from the uh, illegal logging, maybe it can destroy the forest, the and it can bring to the direct sun into the earth that maybe can lead to open burning or something that will affect to the forest or to the earth. So that's very not a good idea.
Yeah, I really agree with you, Israf. I remember when I was a young child, a younger boy, in my younger age, I went to Cameron Highland using sweater because the temperature is like so freezing. Even though it is in Malaysia, I always wear sweater in when I went to Cameron Highland. But now I can wear singlet
Why?
because the
Because it's too
temperature
hot,
is like so hot. It's
rising.
like normal, like 28. I don't know why. I think it's probably because of our human action, like
Yeah.
thing like the usage of vehicles. You know, the usage of vehicles right now is exponentially increased.
Yeah.
This is due to the mankind, the population. But we need to have some innovation. We need to treat the mother nature with responsibility. So maybe if we have some tips and tricks to save the mother nature, then we should try. I would like to give one example lah. So if like there is a car and we are heading to the same destination, maybe we can go together
Yeah.
in one vehicle so that it will protect the mother nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Or
that
maybe we
is
can use the
my,
public transport, right?
yeah, public transportation. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, Faiz.
so
Please.
when we talk about
Yeah.
the poem that we are already prepared for you guys to hear, actually we are using the simple word and a lot of explicit and implicit meaning that you can get from this poem. If you can see at the stanza 4, the ice caps are melting down, causing sea levels to get higher. This thing due to the temperature that are rising every day. So it can make the ice caps in melting down and make our
Sea level
sea level will get higher.
increase.
It is dangerous for us. It's one of the implicit
Okay,
meaning
I
that I
agree.
think we have in this poem.
So I
Okay,
want to
Dennis.
add something related the climate change. So all the bad behavior that said by our friend just now will lead to the climate change. So what initiative that we can do to curb the climate change? So basically, I think the most uh, effective way is through the education. Uh, so at the school, there are numerous activities that related that can be carried out in school. For example, they can do a visit farm and nurseries to learn at first hand on how to look after animals and plants, course and workshop on recycling. So this will help them to this will create awareness for the younger to curb the climate change.
Just a good sharing. Maybe Danisha here want to add something?
Okay, actually, in my opinion, this poem actually as a warning for us as future engineers. So as we can see, the evolution of the technology, along the evolution, the nature will become decreased. And like the mother nature is uh, if we that we need to make the building deforestation must be occur. So I think um, the approach in our syllabus, such as using the recycled material or making a green building is actually a good approach to us in order to increase the awareness of the climate change in the engineer society. Okay, that's all from me.
Thank you,
Alright,
Denisha
thank you
here.
Danisha. Yeah,
May I speak?
yeah, sure.
Okay. So I would like to add a point lah in Danish Mirza statement just now. Yeah, I think education is really good to implement in our education system. We can see lah, as we as a future engineer, future civil engineer, there are so many innovation that we have done, such as green concrete. So from the recycled material. So yeah, I think this is a step for us to save our mother nature, to save our environment, because currently the climate change has been a hot issue, and the main topic of what we talk. So yeah, with the implementation, maybe we can help, not now, but we can prevent something something bad happen in the near future. So even with a little effort, we can just change a little bit or delay a bit about the disaster. So maybe there will be a lot of innovation to protect our environment later on. So we as an engineer also we learn about society, like in the society engineering, on how our engineering will affect the environment, affect the society. We'll try to do the best to have the least impact in our environment. Yeah, so education I think is really important lah. Important to for us, younger generation, to protect, to learn.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Yes. I also want to add something about that related to Danish Yahya point, which is as a future engineer, maybe the beauty that we can make improvement for the next coming year for the next generation is the vertical cities, which is that it decrease the destruction to the forest. And maybe from the vertical city, as we know, just vertical, maybe that less distraction to the environment, so that we can save the earth and avoid from the climate change. Maybe.
Actually, there are a lot of things that we can do to avoid this climate change happen, which is we also can use a renewable energy. As we
Sure.
as engineer, we can create the company that generates at least half of this power, which is come from the wind or solar energy. So this thing will help a lot of the changing of climate change. We also can reduce the water waste that we use daily, because we can know that the treatment to process the water is quite difficult, and it can happen a lot of pollution due to our rivers. So we can reduce the using of water when in our daily life. So it's quite important us as the future engineer to know the solution for this problem.
Yeah, climate change is not something that we can play around. So you know what? I think this sometimes the simple thing that we do sometimes can help to curb the climate change. So we must start now and take prompt action in order to help to save our earth.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yes.
So I
And
think we are at the end for our discussion,
yes.
because we are talk a lot about these global issues, and we also give a lot of opinion as we are engineer to solve this problem. I think that's all for our group discussion 5, and let's see you for our last discussion for group
All
discussion
right.
6. Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank
Alright,
you.
thank
Selamat
you.
Hari Raya.
Selamat Hari Raya.
Selamat Raya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.